I can't even believe how much the dating pool at 38 is like trying to find steak in the dollar store.
Hinge isn't working, so I'm doing it the old-fashioned way.
You want to know how I got this $20,000 ring? Just kidding. It's not $20,000.
Hi there. I'm looking for a God-fearing man who's ready to settle down with one woman who's honest, transparent.
Honest and transparent while wearing makeup, on TikTok using filters.
He can definitely communicate.
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
Is anyone on a dating app because they actually want to be? Like, you enjoy it, you're having fun? Because it seems to me like everyone hates them, everyone's still using them, everyone complains about it, no one will delete their profile. I'm starting to feel like people might like it more than they want.
People are hypocrites. That's it.
To be honest about.
Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
Yeah, this is a typical day for me scrolling on TikTok.
The bear's not gonna...
So men have been...
Men are the most horrible creatures.
Hey, handsome. How are you doing? I just wanted to share with you that you can change your story at any point. You can live the life you're wanting to live at any point. You got this, so go get it.
You cannot find a more creative woman on the planet than one that is making excuses for a guy that does not like her back. I know, because I used to do it. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in the world. One time when I was in college, I had
I see this all the time in many of my videos.
a guy stand me up on a trip he invited me to. And I was like, he's just really shy. A man could go weeks without texting, and it's like, oh, he's been really busy.
No, he's not that into you. It's easy.
With the job that he doesn't have and the classes that he's failing. You could say he's gonna call him and he doesn't, and it's like he's just figuring out his emotions. He's really hurt from his last relationship. He's just guarded. He's just protecting himself. What the hell has that ever meant?
Men used to have to do a lot less and get a very high value woman. Now we live in this moment where everyone's kind of a hoe and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect or any value. Just kind of the complete disintegration of when I look at what my grandmother looked like in pictures, how classy and how beautiful and how much I wanted to be like her. And now I look at, women today and I just think, man, I feel bad for guys.
When you type, "Why is my wife yelling at me?" on Google, it'll give you a list of potential triggers such as her feeling unheard, financial stress, mental health struggles, etc. But when you ask, "Why is my husband yelling at me?" it instead assumes that he's abusive and gives women a domestic violence hotline to call. I wonder why that is.
If you want a man to love you forever and ever and ever and ever, listen to the woman who's been divorced 3 times. You want him to love you forever? Don't talk to him.
Men don't care about women's money. We don't care about women's competence. We don't care about women's height. We don't care about all the things that you care about in a man. Attraction isn't symmetrical, it's asymmetrical. So you became the man that you want. So all these other guys that you're meeting, they don't qualify for you. But the only guy that did meet your standards, guess what? You didn't qualify for him.
I don't want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size.
You just called him short. We don't want a woman that's only gonna base us based off our height. I'm 6'4", he's 5'8".
I didn't judge his character.
But okay, but you judge his height and he doesn't qualify for you. The same way he doesn't qualify for you, with your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for.
True. Of course, she's crying, but women are not more emotional than men.
1-900-9099-CRY. So yeah, I'm 53, completely single by choice.
No, you're not. Stop lying.
Also no children by choice.
Of course.
Love my life, have incredible friends. And travel is the secret to my happiness. I do not wait around for some man to show up to travel with me or to explore places with me. I do it on my own and have so much fun and usually take friends with me, meet friends wherever I go.
I have so much fun. I'm so happy being alone. Let me show you by making a TikTok for attention. People that are actually happy and have lots of friends don't spend time making TikTok videos.
So it's the secret to my personal happiness.
Girls, I know a lot of you were panicked about not being married and turning 30. Like, that's what I saw a lot of that. But let me tell you, it only takes the one person. It only takes that one person, that one time. The fact of the matter is, if you want to be married and you want to be settled down, then you will be.
Can you see what advice women give? Ma'am, the older you get, the harder it is to find the man that you want.
You don't want to look back on this time of your life where you're single and like you've wasted it worrying and you've wasted it pranging. Like my mum and dad met and they got engaged the night they met.
Yes, but that was 20 years ago when the dating market was totally different.
They were married 8 weeks later. Your life changes like that. There's nothing to be worried about.
Thank you, come again.
So my body count is 500 and it got me thinking, what is the average person's? Like,
I'd be right up there with you, girl, except my dad kept saying this stupid phrase throughout my childhood. It was so redundant. What was it? Oh, I love you.
So my body count is 500 and it got me thinking, what is the average person's? Like,
Lord have mercy, I need to go tell my daughter I love her and give her a hug. Sweet pea, Daddy's on the way. We ain't gonna have this kind of mistake. Hell no.
Men don't like astrology because they can't learn it.
No, how the stars were aligned when you were born 40 years ago have nothing to do with why you're a bitch today, Alexa.
True, and we have studies that show that people who believe in astrology are more narcissistic and have a lower IQ. So when I see a woman like this on TikTok talking about astrology and manifestation and vibes and the universe, I just assume she has a low IQ. It's simple.
I'm clearly not a man. I'm tired of seeing people blame their shitty personalities and shitty actions on the way stars were aligned years ago when they were born. It doesn't make any sense. There's no scientific backing to any of this.
This is kind of a crazy dating take, but a while back on a podcast, I remember someone saying that going on dating apps is really messing with the universe's
low IQ.
natural trajectory for your love life. And if you're not spiritual, this probably isn't going to be for you.
Yes, we're going to skip this video.
You may not like to hear this, but people with a higher IQ, they tend to stay single for a lot longer because they understand that having an empty space in their bed is a hell of a lot fucking better than waking up next to the wrong person.
True, but there are so many stupid men, so many simps. Not yesterday, the day before that, I posted a video about a redhead that said, she admitted in the video that she's single not because she is not good looking, but because she's damaged up here. Do you know how many simps wrote comments? She's so beautiful. I want to be with her. Tell me her ID. My God. Guys, don't you get it? This is why you keep getting your heart broken and you keep getting divorced, because you ignore the red flags. The woman is telling you she is damaged, but you still want to know who she is. You would still want to date her if she would be in front of you. Can you see how stupid you are? Can you see how much of big simps you are? I got a comment. This was the lamest comment I ever received in my life. A guy told me that I'm only criticizing her because she has more followers than me. And I'm jealous. This is why I'm making these videos, so you can see the red flags, and when you're out there and when you're dating women, you know how to recognize the red flags. It doesn't matter how good looking she is. I wouldn't even talk to any woman that's making TikTok videos. That's the first red flag. But there are so many simps that for a woman that looks good would do anything, would ignore any red flag. This is why you get married and then you get divorced. This is why you are in a relationship with a woman and she cheats on you. Because you ignore the red flags. Sometimes, I swear guys, sometimes I just think that I'm making these videos for nothing. Because some of you just don't want to learn anything. Oh, she's good looking. You ignore everything. This is why you get duped, my guys. Stop being simps. It's not good for you.
Men don't have a long list of needs in a relationship. Usually there are about 3 core things they need that don't really change, and if a woman can meet those things on a semi-regular basis, men are generally content and satisfied in the relationship. Women, in contrast, have huge lists of expectations for their men that change, add or subtract depending on her mood, lunar cycle, circumstances in her life.
You know what I think? I think there are no guys who want a serious relationship in 2024.
There are so many guys that want a relationship. Just check your friend zone. The problem is that the top percentages of guys that you want, all women want those guys. So you have very, very, very high competition. So those guys have so many options. Why would they choose you? What can you bring to the table to that guy? What makes you different from other women? Nothing. So why would a guy like that be with you? That's why you can't find a man.
Like, where are they? And I'm not even talking about the guys under 30. What happened to the guys above 30?
They have more options than the guys under 30 because they usually have more money and they usually are more mature and usually are more intelligent. It's so easy.
I feel like they don't want that either. What's going on?
I was feeling nostalgic, so I reached out to this guy that I haven't talked to in like months because I was just like, maybe he was the one that got away. So reached out to him, was like thinking of you, whatever.
Just how she talks and she moves her hand, I can tell she's very, very masculine. That's why she doesn't have a man.
He didn't answer for a week. And then he just sent me a picture of his... And on top of the picture it said, "Miss you."
Yeah, he's a guy that has many options. He doesn't care about you.
I don't know whether to like scream or to cry.
Try both.
I'm an independent, strong black woman. I don't need no man narrative is a scam. Here's why.
Of course.
Society has conditioned us to believe that we don't need anybody, we don't need any support, and we can do it all on our own. What a lot of us has accepted as normal is really not normal. Households were created to be 2 adults and children.
They don't understand that when they say I'm independent and I don't need a man, many men wouldn't want to date them, wouldn't want to be with them. Why would a man want to be in a relationship with a woman that doesn't need him? Why would he be in that relationship if he's not needed?
I was thinking I was ready to date again, but then I remembered, you know, the long replies, the change in energy, the lack of kisses when he usually puts 3 and now he's just putting 2. The liking of other girls' Instagram pictures, the liking of other girls' Instagram stories that you can't even see. What else? The arguments, the I'm going on a night out with the boy.
What did I tell you guys? They don't like the nice guys. They like the assholes that do all these kinds of things. This is every guy that she has ever dated.
And he's not in your man yet, so you can't feel any type of way about it, but you know you're going to feel some type of way about it. Oh, I bumped into my ex. Oh, that one hurts. The whole lack of trust. We were texting last night and he went to sleep and didn't say goodnight, or he didn't say good morning, he always says good morning. Him leaving me undelivered all of a sudden for 12 hours. The interest that they have at you in the beginning, then it just goes one day. Oh.
I was in a situationship for about a year before I managed to walk away, and the reason I stayed so long is because we were so close to being right. We were so good together, except for the teeny-weeny fact that he wouldn't do commitment.
So why would you put a video like this online? Any smart guy would see that you have been in a situationship for a year with a guy that has other women that he sees because you are in a situationship. Why would he even bother to date you? Why? You just exposed yourself. I don't get why women make videos like this.
And the one question I wish I'd asked myself at the time is, if this relationship stays as it is, would I be happy? Would I be in this long term? And the answer was fucking no, because it wasn't.
But you still stayed. Because women would rather share the top percentages of guys than be with a guy on her level. That's the truth.
Even a relationship. So if you're in a situationship with someone, stop focusing on the potential of where it could be, of what it could look like, of how amazing the two of you could be if he'd just get his shit together, and ask yourself, is this the relationship I want to be in for the rest of my life? Do I want to marry someone who won't commit?
Women, as much as I know you struggle with this, you're gonna have to take some accountability on this topic. In this day and age, in 2023, and over the last decade, it has become increasingly less reasonable for men to be a good dude to women.
True.
And if you're
True.
a woman and what I just said annoyed you, and what I'm about to say is gonna annoy you, I promise you with everything I have in my heart, it doesn't annoy you more than it does me. There is nothing I want more in this life than to have a good woman by my side and make her feel loved and valued and move out in the sticks and just build a little family and have that. But I'm telling you right now, especially when I look into my own personal dating history, every girl that I've been good to, and I'm not talking about women I was like kind of good to and I had a side piece over here. I've been that, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but I'm talking like the handful of girls that I was straight up committed to and loyal and provided for them and made them feel loved and beautiful and cherished. And just in my life in general, I do nothing but work out, build my business. I don't like pictures of girls' butts on Instagram. Almost every single one of those relationships ended up with me getting backstabbed, brutally betrayed, or abandoned, ghosted, blocked, you name it.
Yeah, because you were the nice guy and because you were boring to them.
Insert horrible act here. That's how those relationships ended. Which if your first thought is, well, what did you do? Me too. I'm right there with you. That's my first thought. What am I doing? But I'm telling you, I'm talking about the people that I did nothing wrong to. But at the same fucking time, the girls that I was a player with, nothing bad ever happened. We just parted our separate ways. We're still cool. If they need something, I need something. The girls I was good to, that I dedicated my life to, if I was bleeding out on the street, they would run me over with their car for a reason that I don't have a clue. But the other girls that I was dickhead to, I could call them up right now if I felt like it. When you look...
Yeah, because women like the assholes. Okay, guys, so first of all, I want to talk about this comment. It's not a question, but I just want to talk about it a bit. I used to date men with problems, and I knew that. There is something wrong with me. Last heartbreak taught me to choose peace over drama. There are so many women that hate themselves enough to choose the wrong guy. The problem is that many women, even if they know they're the bad boy and they have lots of women that want to be with that bad boy, they think they can change him. And I've told you this 100 times. You can't change somebody that doesn't want to change. It's the same with addiction. It's the same with many, many things in life. If you're used to dating only the assholes, only the bad boys, the problem is that even if you want a nice guy, it's only when you're over 30. I don't know your age, but I'm sure of it that you're over 30. Because women, when they're young, they don't want a nice guy. And this is one of my problems, guys. You find a woman like this, maybe she truly has changed. Maybe she's ready to respect the nice guy and be a really good wife. She already gave it to the bad boys for free. She already has a lot of baggage from previous relationships. Most likely, she has already been alpha widowed. So why would you want to be in a relationship with a woman like this? Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's not over 30. Maybe she's 25. I don't know. But in my experience, women that want to date the nice guy only want to date the nice guy after they had lots and lots of heartbreaks and they are tired of dating the bad boy. And plus, they will always compare you to their previous boyfriends and you won't measure up to them. And she won't truly be happy with a guy like you because she's used to dating other kinds of men. And maybe you'll get married and then you'll get divorced. And you won't know why she got divorced with you because you did everything right. My guy, it doesn't matter what you do. you're not the guy that she wants, that she truly, truly wants. She dated you, she married you just because she was tired of the bad boys. That's it. Okay, and we have a question now. Question. I watch your videos because I need to prepare my boys for these Western women as they build themselves up to be high-value men. What is the best way to avoid the toxic ladies but still gain experience? You can't avoid that. I don't know how old your boys are, but let me tell you, it doesn't matter how much you prepare them. When they're young, when they're stupid, because they're young and they're stupid and they don't have experience, they will simp for women at some point. They will simp for a woman or two, and they will have to get their heart broken a few times, and then get older, and then maybe truly take to heart what you're teaching them and take your advice. You can hope that they will learn everything from the start and they will do everything correctly from the start, but they're boys. They will go through puberty. Their testosterone will override their logic, and plus they're boys. They're stupid. I was really stupid. I know how it is. You can tell them everything you want. At some point, they will simp for a woman. At some point, they will be the nice guy. They will have their heart broken. So you can prepare them as much as you want. But in my opinion, there is nothing you can do, my guy. They just have to go through this. It's like a rite of passage. Everybody has been a simp at some point. I was a simp when I was younger. Everybody was. Everybody was. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.